story time, and I need everybody, male and female, to listen to my story. So last night I went to dinner with one of my best friends. When we got to the restaurant, when we were walking in, I saw this really, really hot guy. He kept looking at me, I kept looking at him. He was sitting on the porch deck of the restaurant and we were sitting inside. And in order for me to go out and talk to him, my waiter said I had to wear a mask. So I wrote my name and phone number on a sticky note and I said, do what you want with this. And then I handed it to my waiter. I explained where he was and I said, I need you to go give this to him. So my waiter goes and gives it to him. We get our dinner, we eat dessert, we do all of that. It's time for our check. We ask for boxes and the guy gives us our check and he goes, just so you know, the guy you gave your phone number to just paid for your meal. I said, what? So when we left the restaurant, he was still sitting on the porch deck of the restaurant. So I went over and I said, thank you. And he's taking me on a date next Friday.
And these women are out here trying to sell us the idea that dating is difficult for them. It's absolutely crazy, right? Like whenever we cover videos on this channel, guys, where girls are saying, oh, all the men are just terrible, they're treating me so terribly, or I can't seem to find a good guy. The good guys are out there. Dating for women, guys, it's literally just on easy mode. Men have it. If you want to date as a guy in 2021, I mean, there are so many obstacles in your way, I don't even know where to start, really. But to put it simply, like you as a man in the dating market, you have to earn your place a lot of the time, or you have to look really good. But girls just kind of have it. All they have to do is go to their local library, man, and they'll have some guy come up to them. But so when these girls complain about their dating situations, man, I just have no sympathy. I really don't. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's show, guys, we're going to be breaking down this TikTok compilation together. So feel free to leave your comments and your thoughts as we go through, as well as your experiences. It's always interesting to see what you guys have to say. I get a lot of emails at this point, guys. I can't reply to everyone, but I do try and read all the stories that you guys send me and try and get through them. But guys, we're going to be talking about this video today, like I said. A couple of announcements before we begin. As you all know, we got a warning on this channel for. I don't know why we got a warning. YouTube didn't tell us. So that's super fantastic. So I heard after warnings, they just kind of start giving out strikes. But I don't know. This channel could last 3 months. It could last 24 months. I have no idea at all, guys. So for that reason, I've set up a locals account. And it is active and up and running right now. I just don't know how to use it, but the community has been approved for us, so that's good news, and that'll be totally free to come on over there. The other option to stay in touch in case anything does happen is the Discord, and the link for that is in the description as per usual. So I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, we've got a couple of safe areas to go to in case the channel gets taken down for whatever reason. But, you know, I'll do my best to stay here on YouTube for you guys, because that's where the majority of you like to be. But I'm just saying the locals is set up. I just need to figure out how to use it. I've just gotten home recording these videos for you guys and then scheduling them in, and then I'll take a look at locals when I have time. But guys, we're just going to jump straight into today's video here. Enough waffling, and let's get it underway. You know, this is my second take of the video, guys, so I've already seen what happens here, but man, makeup is something else, isn't it? It really is. Like, I don't know if I'm being bamboozled. You know, it's like a trick or someone else that's got into the video, man, but girls, for girls, excuse me, makeup is such a huge tool. It's like they can make themselves look like totally different people. Men don't have makeup, man. Like, the closest thing we have is like a beard or something like that, which can work magic for a lot of guys. But like, goodness gracious me, man. I'm probably being bamboozled here. It's probably just some technology trick. But if that's the case, it's crazy, man. And the point still stands. Makeup is just straight up trickery, isn't it? It really is. And girls get really, if you say something like that, if you say that makeup is trickery, oh, they get real mad, right? Real mad. But you notice that the makeup industry is absolutely huge, and it will forever be absolutely huge. Man, girls get so insecure, like, even from young ages, man, like, they intuitively know that, like, they can attract better people, not necessarily better, but, you know, more quantity of people, just by looking better, man. It's absolutely crazy. Like, girls will literally be, I'm sure many of you have seen this, but girls will literally be so broke, like, they'll have no money at all, and then they'll somehow figure out how to, and when I say somehow figure out, it probably means they asked a dude for it, but They'll get money together. They'll have no money, but they'll have just enough money somehow, some way, to be able to buy foundation or get some eyelashes so they don't run out. it's like, it's like they're never too
Hey,
they're never too broke for makeup. It seems.
to all the guys,
What up?
males, men
Yes. Yo.
out there who say women just catfish us with makeup.
True.
I wish they would just be natural. When she looks like a 10 with makeup on and a 3 without. First off, you. Okay.
Whoa. You see what I mean about the girls getting mad if you say that kind of stuff? It's like men don't have makeup, by the way. Like if you're a man, you've got facial hair, which, don't get me wrong, like dudes can improve how they look a lot with some facial hair and stuff like that. I've heard some guys use, like, for guys with patchy beards or who have difficulty growing facial hair. I've heard dudes use minoxidil and stuff like that. You could really work wonders with that. But man, do girls get angry when you tell them that they look worse without makeup. It's like, are they surprised or what? Like, we know why you put it on.
Okay, can my hair not? Second off, how about your baseball cap, Chad? Oh yeah, you're real tough behind your hat. Take your hat off. We got makeup, y'all got hats. Okay.
I know she's being satirical here, but the logic there just doesn't work. I know I'm saying this for no reason, and we're all watching this like she's just kind of clowning herself here, but I mean, hats are not the same as makeup, and also men looking different is not the same as a woman looking different. You can get a really good looking guy, and for sure he can attract girls by looking good and that kind of thing. But let's just say you've got like a 9 out of 10 guy and you've got a 9 out of 10 girl, and you put them both on dating apps. Let me tell you that the girl's going to get far more matches, right? Like your value as a girl, as rough as it is to say, a lot of times it's predicated on how you look. Same with dudes, but like we can kind of offset it with success and other stuff like that in life. But that's a gradient, right? Like you'll get guys over here with different kinds of opinions on how much looks matter. Looks matter a lot, by the way, guys. Like they matter a huge amount. But we can kind of offset it a bit with success and other things.
Okay. Go screw yourself, Chad.
Yeah, we're not watching that one. Let's see what else we got in here, shall we? Oh my goodness, man. Some of these are so questionable. So questionable.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
Oh no.
I don't care who the IRS
Now lives with a hoarder who doesn't know how to cook and hates to clean. Man.
sends. I am not paying taxes.
All right, baby, we're here. So now listen to me. This is very important. Once we go inside the house, you want to start shaking everybody's hands. All right?
Everybody?
Yes. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hola, ¿cómo está? Shake their hand. Then when we go to the backyard, to the barbecue, same thing. If you see some old grandparents sitting around, shake their hands. Old Mexicans, shake their hands. Anybody that you see, shake their hand.
Wow, so anybody and everybody to cook too?
The taquero too. You want to make sure you shake his hand because he'll hook us up with more meat. Now, another thing. Listen to me. Once you see that the food's ready and everybody's going up, you want to go out there and fix me a plate. All right?
Why? Why can't we go up there together?
Because because my aunts will be talking about you, that you're good for nothing, that I'm getting my own food, and that you look at my girl, can't even give me my own food. It's a mix.
That's really interesting, right? So obviously it seems like I could be well misinterpreting this, guys, but it seems like he's coming from a culture that's the girls kind of handle the cooking and stuff like that, and she just looks absolutely confused about it, right? And for him, it seems as though his family would think it's an embarrassment if he has a girl that doesn't cook and clean and that sort of thing, which like in 2021, guys, like we already know these girls can't cook, man. These girls just absolutely cannot cook. You'll go over to a girl's house, man, she'll be on pasta and that's pretty much it. But I mean, those values are kind of on their way out. Unfortunate as it is to say, we have this discussion all the time. But men don't care about your career and your success and how challenging you are to us and all that kind of crap. Generally speaking, I don't know about you guys, but man, I don't like these girls who are quote unquote challenging. I don't want a relationship with a girl who's challenging. That makes no sense to me. But the guys appreciate that stuff. Like if she can cook and clean and she's not a pain in the neck, and like that's a real way to get a guy. Like, and girls hate to hear that, man. That, like, when a guy says his preferences, or like, I like a girl who cooks and cleans, and I like, it works much better if I work and you cook and clean, and I'm into women who do that. These girls just have no idea what to do with themselves, man. Like that kind of thinking is like, you say that kind of crap out loud in society at the moment, man. You get all sorts of shamed as a guy for having your preferences. Man, she just looks downright confused. But it's very interesting that even his family would look at this girl and be embarrassed for him. Like like that's, and for cultures like that, fair enough, man. Like I can see why they would go like that, because let's just wind back the clocks a bit, guys. It's like men used to go to work, women used to take care of the kids and stuff like that, and now we got women in the workplace, right? And we've got all of these sort of social conventions and things. Let me just say this: the family unit, as a result, is well suffering because of it. You got a lot of kids out here from broken families, going through all sorts of issues, because you got these girls out here thinking that they can work till they're 40. So what they're doing is they're having fun with the dudes while they're 20. They're having, like, seeing all the chads in their early 20s. Then what they're doing is they're trying to settle down and make a family as quick as they possibly can with the guy who they know is like a provider, and then they divorce him, take half their crap. So all we're ending up with is broken families, because it's just like a whole issue. But I mean, guys don't really have that high demands, really. Like, we really don't.
Mexican thing, and then the uncles are gonna be making fun of me the whole night. I don't want that, babe. So just please, I don't ask for nothing.
I'm shy. I don't want to go up there by myself.
Please, I don't.
Yeah, you see how it's an issue, right? Like, it's, man, girls want to pretend like it's so damn hard to do this stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, fine, if you're a girl and you want to go out there, you want to have a career, you don't want to cook and you don't want to clean, that's totally fine. I don't particularly give a crap what you do. Okay, but if you're in a relationship with a guy, guys have preferences too. Okay, and particularly ones that are like cultural, like this guy's family seems to be like that, man. It's like, how about you swallow your anxiety and you actually do something for your guy? I know that's crazy to say, but this whole, oh, I have anxiety cards, like, man, jeez.
I don't ask for much. Just do it, baby. Just do it. I don't want to hear it. Just do it. Grab your let's go. Again, don't forget the taquero. Hurry up.
Be like, I could take her if I wanted to. I'm an authorized user on all his major credit cards. I'm listed as a beneficiary. He pays my bills and I'm in his will. Take him from me? I like to see you try.
I mean, what? We've talked about this before as well, guys. It's like, girls will do this thing where they try and make themselves look more valuable. Like first of all, man, I wouldn't be paying like all bills, doing all this kind of crap, for a girl who is this neurotic, shall we say? But like, girls will literally have husbands and stuff like that, and guys that pay their bills, not just even for the paying of the bills, just to make themselves look more valuable, and so that they can say that they have a guy who does those things. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, what men don't really understand about marriage. This is something that's kind of weird. Is like, for us guys, a lot of times marriage is about, okay, well, we love the other person. We want to, what's the, till death do us part, that kind of thing. We as guys, we'll look at marriage and we can really love the girl. A lot of times for women, they look at marriage as A, an insurance policy, and B, it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a status boost. They want the ring, man. It's about having the ring because they can show it off to their friends. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily so much about the love or the relationship and stuff like that. And this is where we as guys, we get really blind to this stuff, right? Because we think, oh yeah, well, she's in it for life, obviously. And before you know it, you check out the Fresh and Fit channel, for example, and you'll see these girls ain't in it for life. Like a lot of girls are not in marriage for life at all. You get situations where these ladies will be out here and go, well, I lost feelings. Dude, what the hell do you mean what the hell do you mean you lost feelings? We grew apart. You get that? Like, we grew apart. Girls love to use language like growth. Oh yeah, we're gonna grow together. Yeah, he's gonna make more money, and then you're gonna be able to mooch off of it. What the hell do you mean grow together? You guys notice how for girls, relationships seem to be this thing that's like a progression? I'm just gonna switch over the screen so I can talk to you guys directly kind of here. You ever notice how girls will kind of explain relationships as something that's a progression? Oh, we're taking the next step in our relationship, or I always find it funny when they use language like that, because you see, again, it comes back to what the deal really is in relationships. Like, if you boil it down, gentlemen, what is the deal? Okay, men are trading their commitment, their time, their energy, and their resources. Okay, and women a lot of times are trading their looks and other things that I can't necessarily say on YouTube. Okay, it's like there's a trade going on here, and nobody wants to talk about the fact that it's a trade. Everyone's just happy to. I just pulled up the wrong screen, man. Everyone's just like happy to just totally fleece men and pretend like there's no trade going on. Guys, marriage is a risk. Relationships in themselves are a risk. Okay, you think, and I'll continue the video here in a second, guys, after I finish ranting about this. But man, like relationships. It's guys get into relationships in a different way than women get into relationships. You ever notice girls can move on from a relationship in 1 week, 2 weeks? Who the hell cares? Like the next day, I've seen girls literally move on from a quote unquote relationship on that same day. And when I say move on, I mean the 2 a.m. kind of move on, right? I mean, girls will be out here doing this. Like as a guy, you get into a long-term relationship, man. Guys literally go through like really dark places after relationships end. You know what I mean? It's like we as guys, we really invest ourselves into this because we think a lot of times, well, she loves me. And what I'm trying to say here, guys, is like a lot of times you're viewed as a trophy, you're viewed as an insurance policy, you're viewed as an option. Okay, so all I'm saying here, guys, is just to be careful. But I've ranted on enough. Let's continue.
Will, take him from me. I like to see you try.
Fellas, a quick tip: if your girlfriend's mad at you, this is what you gotta do. I got her favorite food, and it's some sushi.
No. Before this even finishes, this is not what you do. I hope he's ruining ruining the sushi or something like that, and we're not just about to give the lady a sushi. Like, what the hell?
Present it like this. Alright, she's coming home soon. Hey, welcome home. Hey, guess what? Hey, check. I got a sushi. Yeah, right?
That is not what you do.
You like the sushi? Can you feed me one?
I love you.
That's just, man, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but you do not encourage like bad behavior. Man, I can't stand this stuff. Like when dudes are in relationships and they're like, oh yeah, well I got put in the doghouse. You know that saying, like I got put in the doghouse, or I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. How about she sleeps on the damn couch? You know what I mean? It's like we as guys, we have this problem, man, where we think we want to fix things, or we want to solve them, or make someone feel better, or just apologize. Maybe the move isn't to be apologizing all the time. I think that men apologize way too much. Like we apologize way too. For most guys, I recommend just cut the word sorry out of your vocabulary. You can say sorry to your mates, your guy friends and stuff like that. But for the most part, just cut that word out of your vocabulary. When a girl's grumpy or whatever the case may be, we're not out here buying sushi, trying to make her feel better. That is the worst solution to the problem I can imagine. And guys in marriages will tell you this, right? Or guys who have been divorced, hell, anyone who's been in a relationship in the comments, it's like if you try and put more effort in and you think that you can solve the problem, no matter what you do, it's not going to be enough. The message behind that video is so bad for men to hear, to be honest. Oh no. Oh no.
What's going on?
Nothing. Hang on.
I'm just
I have
standing
a little
here.
surprise for you. Just hold it right there, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And then everything together has been incredible, Tina. And just like that movie, I want to spend the rest.
This is painful, man.
Yeah?
Oh my god. It's okay. It's in the room. It's okay.
Okay, that's totally fake. But watching stuff like this is just like, man, I wish I could be happy about a scene like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. It's like, man, That could be so beautiful, except it's not, right? Because you're not getting married to the girl anymore, guys. You're actually entering into a three-way agreement with the government. It's not just you and the girl anymore. She can leave. She can choose to do whatever. You know, you emotionally drift. Oh, we just grew apart, right? She can just hand out that line, and before you know it, half your assets are gone. Okay, and like I can no longer look at this like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure many of you have gone through divorces or marriages and stuff like that, man. But I would love to be able to watch that and go, wow, what a fantastic thing, congratulations. But that's just not the case anymore. You know what I mean? Like, all I see when I see that is just risk. I know that seems like I'm pretty sure that's a fake clip, but you know, it is what it is. Let's kind of continue and perhaps wrap up the video here, guys. I kind of want to get through one more together, so let's see what else we got here.
For my husband's lunch today, I'm starting with the top portion, which I'm first going to lay in some lettuce. Then I reheated some chicken karaage in my air fryer, which is something I always have on hand in my freezer. I'm also cutting up an Asian pear.
This lady just has no idea what the hell is going on.
I'm putting that in as well. I'm also adding in some of our favorite Szechuan roasted peanuts and some cherry tomatoes. And for the dipping sauce, I added some Kewpie mayo. And for the main portion, I'm going to be doing udon, which I went ahead and blanched the noodles and the spinach. This one's pretty easy since I'm using this Kikkoman udon soup base. Since my husband's workplace has a Keurig, all he has to do is add in hot water. And for the toppings, I'm doing spinach, fish cake.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of guys in relationships, it's not like we ask for a lot. Really, a lot of it just comes down to compliance. Take care of yourself. Like, obviously, don't look like absolute garbage. You know, guys care about how you look, and we care about, like, are you going to be a thorn in our side or not? Okay, and there are ways to complement a guy's life, and you know, we talk about sometimes we'll talk about on this channel, guys. Like, if you want, I'm not a PUA channel. I'm not out here trying to give tips on how to get how to have fun time with ladies, but you know, we'll sometimes cover elements like that because I think it's useful for you guys to know, and we can kind of compare notes on it. But man, like the inverse, you just never see girls talk about it, right? You never see girls talk about, well, hey, this is good. Like if you want to get a husband or something like that, or you want to get a long-term partner or a guy that's kind of a good guy and you want to keep him around and stuff like that, you'll never see videos of girls talking about, well, hey, maybe he likes this, or maybe men like this. You just never seem to see it. It seems to be, the attitude seems to be, well, who gives a crap what men think? I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. And they wonder why, like, men are just choosing not to date and not commit and stuff like that. And we're going to kind of wrap up today's video with this thought. I saw a comment on one of the videos recently that was on this channel, and it said, Taylor, what is your thoughts on the impact of this space on the young kids? Like, do you think there's going to be any change with men and women and stuff like that? I will say there actually is a bit of a change with the young men as a result of this content. You know, you got people like Steph is Cold and other content creators in this space who they actually have a very young audience. Like, you see the men who have this kind of, like what we talk about on this channel, and we talk about certain awarenesses. I've noticed that there are actually young men on TikTok with this kind of knowledge out here. So the message is kind of getting through, particularly to the younger culture. But man, we gotta it's just so funny, man. Like, she's just hell confused. This is a skill that just seems to be well and truly gone. But guys, we're going to leave today's video there. As always, feel free to leave your comments and your thoughts below. If you disagree with anything I've said, guys, feel free to do so in the comments. That is what they're there for. Like I said, insofar as the announcements, we will have a locals area up and running shortly. I just got to figure out how to use the damn website, but our community has been approved, so that's some great news. In the meantime, guys, the Discord is there. It's free to join, and the link for that is in the description somewhere. But we're going to leave today's video there, guys. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you boys in the next one. Peace.